There are people who won't get it. They'll sit in their chairs arguing about things like textures and shaders, forgetting the very principles upon which the industry was even built, and they'll say, it's blurry, it's smeared, it looks like a Dreamcast game, it's just an uglier, wagglier, less mature Zelda. And those poor souls, bound by resolutions and enslaved to shadowing effects, are missing the point. Beauty isn't measured by pixel density. It has nothing to do with polygon counts or texture mapping. It's about the art those processes are used to create. Somewhere along the line, people forgot that. They started to focus on processes instead of the product. They forgot what art is. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword reminds us. In many ways, this is the same Zelda we've known since Ocarina of Time. The gameplay is familiar, the structure is similar, even the daring art direction brings to mind links in the past, so to speak, specifically those of Ocean and Mask. This is a game that takes you on a familiar ride, it's just switched the track. As a result, this game has a renewed magic that makes it the most unique Zelda in years. Skyward Sword is the 8th proper Zelda title released for a home console, which makes its freshness all the more impressive. In terms of its place in the timeline, the game takes place prior to Ocarina of Time, making it the oldest legend in the Zelda chronology. This is accentuated by the fact that the Triforce, the sacred emblem of Link's homeland, is conspicuously absent early on in Skyward Sword. This gives the game the same kind of fantastic foreshadowing you have in the Star Wars prequels, which is sure to thrill longtime Zelda fans. The symbol is incomplete, and Hyrule, the setting for so many prior games, hasn't even been built yet. Go ahead, you can geek out because that's awesome. And yet, while it takes place prior to Ocarina, it's built from the same basic ideas, building blocks that have served as the foundation for every 3D Zelda game. You're locking onto enemies with the Z button, you're managing an inventory packed with items and weapons, you're exploring dungeons and conquering bosses. In those aspects, it's business as usual, but Skyward Sword tweaks the process. For starters, there's no Hyrule Field or Great Sea this time. There's no massive overworld to traverse between its dungeons. Skyward Sword trades that for a more streamlined approach. One temple leads right into the next, although entering them is like a mini dungeon in itself. You could call it linear, but without the negative connotation. It still has Zelda's spirit of discovery, only without all the connecting flights. And speaking of connecting flights, we're gonna make you take one, Undertoads. For more on Skyward Sword and details on its motion controls and stunning art direction, come back for the second half of our look at the beautiful, the spectacular, the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.